It has been 1 year since I purchased my Michelin Pilot Sport AS3 Plus replacement tires for my car, and I have added 9,411 miles during this time. The original MXM4 tires lasted 23,000 miles. Here is a close-up of the sidewall of one of the tires. After a full year of use, I can ignore any changes of weather in these numbers since I have covered 4 seasons of use. Now let's look at efficiency. My lifetime watt-hours per mile at the point when I got the new tires was 237. Over the past year, it increased up to 242 watt-hours per mile. Taking just the time that the new tires were used, it was 255, an increase of 18 watt-hours per mile, or 7.6% less efficient than the original Michelin MXM4 tires. As far as driving with these tires, I noticed similar noise with the previous MXM4. However, performance and ride seem noticeably better. For example, there aren't any issues of loss of traction when going on highway, on ramps, around curves. The original MXM4 are designed mostly for efficiency at the cost of other factors. These are all-season tires since I live in an area that doesn't get a lot of snow, so dedicated winter tires are not needed. I didn't drive in any snow over the past year, so I can't comment on the all-weather aspect. Reviews for these tires show that they perform well. The tread design is optimized for whisking away moisture and preventing hydroplaning. In the tread walls, there are grooved edges that help traction. Next up is wear. The total miles driven this year was 9,411. The tires were rotated once in the last year on July 2nd with 4,000 miles. I last measured them in November, and it didn't warrant a tire rotation. Today I measured the tread depth. Here we have a close-up of the front left tire. I took measurements at 3 different locations across all treads and averaged the results. This one has 6.9 30-seconds of an inch. This next tire is the front right tire, and I did the same as on the previous tire. This one has slightly more wear at 6.7 30-seconds of an inch. And now to the back of the car. This is the rear left tire, and it has 7 30-seconds of an inch, the highest of the 4. This is the rear right tire, and the tread measurement averaged 6.6, the lowest of the set. The measurements are so close that honestly, I really didn't need to rotate until they're at least a 1/32 of an inch difference. All 4 tires measured between 6.6 and 7.0 30-seconds of an inch. If I really must rotate, I would swap the front left with the rear right, since the rear tires wear faster. You would put the highest tread depth on the back of the car. When new, these tires are roughly between 9 and 10 30-seconds of an inch. So in 1 year, the tire tread lost is about 2 30-seconds of an inch. At this rate, with replacement at the final 2 30-seconds of an inch, I should get another 2 more years of use out of these tires. Using my calculations, roughly 28 to 30,000 miles total. This is a clip of my tire rotation back in July that I performed myself in my garage. Here you can see up close how the tread looks like on this tire with about 4,000 miles on it. Another reason for doing A rotation is to get a good look at the tires to see if there are any issues of uneven tire wear or any problems with the tread. Finding and fixing anything that's stuck in the tires is good for safety too. Here you can see that one of the tires had a nail in it. I had the tire plugged and it hasn't been a problem since. A couple more comments on tire wear on Teslas. The added weight and high torque does affect the tires negatively. However, there is great variety in tire longevity that I have seen on message boards. People who tend to drive mostly on highway get more miles on their tires. This is also true for ICE cars. This is due to less braking and cornering. So far it looks like these new tires will last longer than the previous MXM4. Plus these tires are less expensive and perform better. The only downside is that they are less efficient, roughly 8% compared to the original tires. And these tires will have a 45,000 mile warranty, and if they last to 30,000 miles, I will probably get a prorated 33% off a new set of tires where I purchased these locally. And that wraps up the 1-year update on my tires. If you have any questions for me regarding these tires, please ask in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.